What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Man, team killing. Only thing I'm not digging about the competitive playlist on the Black Ops, and I know you guys are going, "Hey, Blaine, what the hell? Why are you playing Black Ops? I thought you didn't like Black Ops." I don't know. I wanted to get back into Black Ops because the map pack was coming out, and the competitive playlist. What's up, Fwiz? He helped orchestrate this. A lot of people were not liking the idea of the competitive playlist. A lot of people were upset. But don't be upset because they were saying fix other parts of the game. But I find enjoyment out of it, and that's the key, man. Like earlier in the week, I had posted, I'm burnt out on I'm burnt out on Call of Duty in general, and this and that. But at the same time, it's just like I will always love Call of Duty, and I'm loving the new playlist. It really is fun. Like the ability to not. The main thing for me is not to have the motion sensors and the equipment, and it makes search and destroy really really fun. I don't know. I don't like it. I just like it. And playing with Onslaught and that guy who camps. And that first clip that I showed you, where Jeff accidentally team killed me. The reaction videos of that is something he uploaded right before I did this, and I know you guys are like, Blade, you gotta come out with these chill Sunday commentaries earlier, and I get it. I understand what you're saying, man, but like, I need to be chill. I need to be relaxing on a Sunday, and I was, but then on the news, Osama bin Laden died, and that was a whole big thing. So I'm reading the Twitter rape and everyone, all the stupid jokes. Like, it's so funny because like whenever like big events like this happen, it's so weird that what we automatically think of, like what I think of is all the stupid jokes about how Osama bin Laden's a camper, how he really didn't die because he had a second chance, Waldo won, Osama bin Laden 0, shit like that. It's just like you just kind of prepare for the stupidness. Ooh, sit down. And then, get tomahawked. Oh, he didn't want to get tomahawked. He had tomahawk repellent. And I kind of sound horrible like this guy a little bit. Sit down. And then take this person out. In the competitive playlist, man, there's only 4 people on each team, which I think is really, really cool. I like that. I like how it switches sides. But what I was saying, though, man, about getting prepared to hear all the stupid jokes is just like that's what we have to deal with. But, like, honestly, man, like, Osama you never really want to celebrate anybody's death, but like Osama bin Laden dying was kind of not a metaphor, but like kind of like that little cherry on top of the awesome town week I had, and it just like, man, my life's good, my health's good, the video game input that I'm taking is good, everything's beautiful, and like I think having that makes me excited to what's going to be happening this week with the videos. And now it's sunny out, so I know that I got to make sure that I deviate my time between video games and going out. And there's for all you people old enough to drive, there's nothing better than like a sunny day, driving your car, rolling the windows down and smelling that little tire shine, and just, you know what I mean, when you drive by, and that just that feeling of a pretty lady getting skewered by my penis. No, the feeling of a pretty lady, like when she's like walking to a store or whatever, and she sees my car and she looks over and she just has this look like, hey, who are you? And I'm not saying that she wouldn't look at me without the car, but I'm just saying just the presence of she knows that I'm here. And that guy who camps, we're spectating him, and he's having fun. And that's why I like playing with Jeff, man, because Jeff and I are like on the same page with the YouTube stuff, with Call of Duty. Like we vibe, we you know what I mean? It's just a good thing. Like, it's better to keep yourself surrounded by people that are good, that are good people. You know what I mean? And so like recently on my Twitter, I unfollowed everybody that I didn't want to hear anymore. And it's just weird. Do you notice how we kind of always surround ourselves with lots of negative things, and it's just like, you don't have to. You know what I mean? Like with elite sniper. Let's spectate that. I like how he gets the random tomahawk. He doesn't get the random tomahawk, but then he makes his teammates sit down trying to kill me, and then he hits that reload, and then he comes around here, and it makes me sheboygan take a seat. But like I unfollowed everybody that I just didn't like listening to. And I actually went on my YouTube and unsubscribed from people that I wasn't digging what they're doing, man. So it's just like surround yourself with good things, and everything, and just doing the right thing, and I think you'll get rewarded for it. So it's not about like a lot of people say that it's about acceleration or excelling, and I think it's about cruising. But I've worked hard to get to that point where I can just cruise on by, and everything is going well, man. Like, I'm really digging it, and I'm just excited for the week, and hopefully some of that excitement I can just kind of whip my hair back and forth, throw a tomahawk, and maybe some of that excitement dandruff can drift onto you guys, and maybe you guys will have an awesome week. Sit down. Well, that's the game, guys, and I wanted to kind of add this extra little clip. And it is a 14-second search and destroy round. Competitive. I thought it was pretty cool. There you go. I actually do it from everyone's point of view. Peace! And Buckley's.
Defend the objectives. Boy. Defend the objectives. Good job, team. Get ready for the next round.
This is a re-upload because YouTube refused to publish. So, if you've already seen this yesterday, I'm sorry. If not, enjoy.
Blade,
Good job,
Blade,
team.
did you
Get
see
ready
me
for the next
teabagging?
round.
The second guy you knifed. I was gonna run around with you, man. Come on.
What?
Ooh,
What
the
the?
heck?
That's a lag shot. Dude, that was
Oh,
crazy.
no,
Switching
that,
sides.
sir, is a sexy shot.
Do you really
Yep.
only use a blade to
Search and
kill
destroy.
everybody with a knife?
Defend the
think so.
objective.
Dude, after this, you want to do 1v1 with me, knifing? Aw.
Aww. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE. And what the hell is this? Hotel. The PS3 people are going, I wish I could play that right now. And it's weak, man. Like, okay, PS3 guys. Okay, Xbox guys, do whatever you do. I don't know. Hang out for a second, but let me just talk to PS3 people. The PS2ers. PS2ers, man, I feel your pain, dude. Like, I wanted to hop on PS3 and play some Black Ops, and I wanted to play that SOCOM 4 and just see how I could do with that. And I don't think it's a second-rate system. It's just that I think it's a really good system. I think it is as good or better than the Xbox. Actually, it is better than the Xbox. But PSN sucks. The PlayStation Network is a horrible thing. And I know we don't have to pay for it, but it is what it is. So, and then for whatever reason, Microsoft has the deal so that the map packs come out on Xbox 360 before PSN. And so I wanted to bring you guys this. But I didn't want to bring this to you right away. Because if you think about it, like, when I want to bring up a video, I understand that I'm not the only person doing Call of Duty videos. I get that. But then when I went on YouTube and I had a video I wanted to put out, there was a lot of people that were also putting out videos, and I was like, whoa, Jesus. So I didn't want to because even though I think I have a very loud voice, I don't think I could have been heard amongst all the Easter egg of the zombies and first impressions and all this kind of stuff. So I wanted to kind of like let it simmer down, man, you know? And plus I always find it funny, man, like if you're like half the people are checking it out because they play on PS3 and they want to see what it's all about. But also There's and that's the rustiness. The rustiness like a nail of me falling out. But like a lot of people, they're not watching the Call of Duty stuff because they're playing it. They're cracking out to it. So I don't know. I didn't feel right just throwing something together, just throwing it up there. I didn't want to do that, you know. And but a Call of Duty video that wasn't a chill Sunday commentary, but an actual, hey, I have a gameplay where I shank a lot of people in Call of Duty. I think this would be swell if I shared it with the people that watch my videos. For whatever reason, I haven't had that in a minute. I've been playing lots of San Andreas. Play a little Portal. F you if you don't like how I play Portal, because Portal's all about figuring it out. It's not about like some speed run, you know. But I just wanted to put out some Call of Duty, and it's even cooler that it was on the new map packs, and it was even cooler that I was Search and Destroy. So everything about this is really cool, and it's rushing. I think it's really, really funny because I've come to the terms with Call of Duty that at least with the Black Ops, that the whole idea about outplaying someone doesn't really work against these FAMAS kids. It doesn't. So I rush. I just rush. And I figure if I rush, I will basically get their spawn, stab them. You know, I figure that they're back in their spawn, drinking coffee, going, man, it's going to be a tough battle. Oh, shit, and coffee all over their teammates, and they burn, and then I stab them, and then I tomahawk the guy that watched that, and it's a beautiful thing. So, I don't know. Like, I know why I have a big following. I guess is because I know it's one part meme, one part gameplay, but I don't want to deviate from that. You know what I mean? Like, some people would call it progression, but I don't. Also, at the same time, like, most people came and said, "Hey, this crazy motherfucker, he just runs around and he stabs people. He only stabs people when he knifes them." Is that how I said it? Is that how I said it? Like I'm asking you. And a lot of times people ask their subscriber base or whatever, he's just like, what do you want to see? It's just like, I've never seen Martin Scorsese or Steven Spielberg or something like that start a movie and be like, guys, how do you guys want the next movie to be? It's like, no, let us worry about that. And it's not like you guys work for me. That's not the case. I work for you. I put out these videos, just hope you enjoy it, and that's it. Keep it simple. Like, a lot of times when I watch these videos, it's like, by the end of it, they have this list that, you know what I mean? Like, these people have this, oh, wait a second. I'm going to ninja hop down, crouch, so I don't make a noise. Splash! And I almost got that guy. I really did. He almost got blessed. I would have blessed you. But when I was, and this is a really awesome round. This round made the gameplay. And that first clip I showed you, that was competitive, so that was like 3 out of 4, and I thought it was a giggle. But like, do you ever watch videos and go, man, I have a lot of homework to do after watching this video. I have to go follow this person on Twitter and on Facebook and check out their brother's account and sub to their backup account, and it's just like, whoa. Like, I never want you guys to be like, oh, this is homework. You know what I mean? Just relax. Enjoy a crazy digital ONLYUSEmeBLADE character running around, shanky people. And what better place than do it at the Hotel Motel Holiday Inn? I think not. Where are these noobs? And you can tell all that I don't really know the maps yet. I do know that people like to put claymores in the elevator. How cute. Where is this guy? Golly. So... Oh, and in the future, for future uploads, San Andreas once a day. You guys can clearly see what's going on with the San Andreas. If that's not your cup of tea, if you don't dig it, don't watch. Like, I never want to trick you, but surprise. But I'm also gonna mix it up with Call of Duty. Maybe anything else that I find interesting that you might find interesting. Now, for what you have to do, you just did it. You just enjoyed ONLYUSEmeBLADE video. So, peace. And Buckeries. Why will you have the Pac-Man right there?
Because I want to.
You're not taking the Pac-Man though.
No, I'm not taking it.
Okay. Cue cards. What's up, guys? So that's my mom. This is
ONLYUSEmeBLADE's mom. And this is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, dear.
I love you.
I love you too.
But I figured that for Mother's Day, I'd have her on, and I actually had you guys on Twitter ask some questions, and I gotta say, you guys didn't really come through with the creative questions. I thought there would have been more creativity. What do you think?
I think they were pretty good.
Okay.
There was some consistency, and there were a few inappropriate ones, but
Or the inappropriate ones.
usually something about sex.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't talk about sex
No,
about my mom at the same time. It's like not good.
It doesn't work.
It's not really cool with that. So we want to just get started?
Sure.
Alright, the most asked question, and this is why I didn't like the originality of the Twitter people, is, and I'm not bagging on you guys, come on, cut that out. Most asked question is, how, why, and when was I born? This was the most asked question?
Basically, that just is the synopsis. Okay. Brian was...
Story time.
Story time. Yes, Brian was planned. No, Brian's dad was not black. He has no black blood in his body. Do I look black? No. His dad was an Italian man, big Italian man that looks very much like Brian. And he was planned and joyfully received. And when he was born, he was the sweetest, most virtuous child you would ever know. He just did not know anything bad. He just was always the most wonderful kid. He got his growth real early. He grew out of the snaps in his pants when he was about 6 months old, and had to have a haircut when he was about 3 months old. And the picture that's on, if you've seen my channel, which we'll talk about later, the picture of...
Oh, so this is just trying to get your channel?
Yeah, this is actually just
plugging your channel.
This is plug from my channel. Yeah, don't watch.
Box for Box Mom. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I see how it is.
Okay, all right, guys. The purpose of my channel is to answer questions.
This is a 28-year long plan to get in my sub box. I see how this works. Okay.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah.
Hey. Anyway, this kid was just born virtuous, and if you go to my, I get another plug for my channel, my favorite picture of Brian is on my website when he was 9 months old. His dad was a computer genius, and he built the computer that's there. And Brian has the picture here at his place of the same thing. And we had Mr. Pac-Man. And so Brian was the original at 9 months old playing Pac-Man. So he got a head start on all of you. So that's why he's so good.
I'm taking you down, Gabe 3 vids. It's just, I'm busy with real life, but you're going down.
Anyway, he was just Mr. Nice Guy from the day he was born. And when he was 11 months old, big shock. And it was a very memorable time that his little sister was born. And he suddenly was not the center of attention. And I took her upstairs.
I think I dealt with it though, right?
Oh, well, you dealt with it by squatting on the floor and screaming your head off for about 5 minutes.
Okay, well that's getting edited.
That's appropriate.
It's all just being spastic and just freaking out because sis was
you're-
coming through?
Well, I mean, this little girl was born and suddenly things were different. But anyway, she was not quite as sweet as he was. And she would taunt him. And one of the first things I remember was they had done something together. I forget what they'd done, something not that bad, maybe they were a year old, and I gave him a swat on the back of the leg. Just said, you can't do that.
You heard it here. Blade's mom is a kid beater.
I am.
She
And
beats children.
this little guy looked up at me so puzzled. He says, you hit me. He had never been disciplined. He'd never done anything wrong except his sister was the instigator. So anyway, he was just a very virtuous, kind kid, always.
I can live with that.
You can live with that.
Let's see here. What was I like as a child? Any good childhood stories that you
Actually,
can think of?
Brian and his sister Megan, who has gone by Meg in recent years, are 11 months apart, and so they were always double trouble. And one of the most one of the most funny things I remember is we were at a restaurant, and it was a pretty nice restaurant, and they had gone outside, and we went out there, and it turned out they had both taken off their clothes and were swimming in the fountain.
When was this?
When you were about 2 or 3 years old.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it happened last weekend.
Well, yeah,
or something.
yeah. Well, that too. No, we're not going to talk about that one because I was naked too, so that won't work. That won't work. No. But anyway, he got his growth very early, and he was
Height. Perverts.
You have an iPhone.
Yeah. Okay, sorry about that, guys.
Anyway, he got his growth early, and so it was real interesting playing sports, that everybody thought that he was this killer, aggressive kid, and he really was just the nicest
I'm like
person.
the most laid back kid ever.
He was the most laid back kid. He played softball or t-ball, when they're 5 years old or whatever, and everybody'd say, oh, watch this kid, he's really trouble. He's gonna, gotta really defend against him. And Brian was so nice that he was out in the field one day, or he was on first base, and the ball came close to him, so he caught it and handed it to the other team. And then when he played basketball, he was just feet taller than the rest of the kids. And remember, he played for the Parks Department. And he had this lady coach that really couldn't say much except go win. Just go out there and win, guys. He didn't give him much.
What a pep talk.
Yeah. But anyway,
So you're saying we should score more points than the other team? Is that what you're going with?
she did teach some basic defense, to put your hands up.
Yeah.
And so we were watching Brian, and like I say, he towered over these kids. They hit him, mid-chest, most of them. And we're watching him on defense, and all of a sudden, he just completely backs off. He just backs up and puts his hands down, and the kid makes a basket. And so, timeout, I said, Brian, why would you not stay on the defense? And he said, well, they can't shoot if I'm there. I'm too big. If my arms are up, they can't shoot.
You made that up.
You said that. You said, Mom, it wouldn't be fair.
You're making me seem like I'm some kind of gentle giant that just roams the earth, and like I'm Lenny from Of Mice and Men or something. Like
you are the gentle giant of the world, and his dad was the gentle giant of the world. And some of you have asked, and I will tell you that Brian's dad passed away when he was 5 years old, and it was a different. I'm not going to go into this. We can cut this part out. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's see here. What other questions do we have? What kind of kid was I? Funny stories growing up. You need to clarify. Okay. This was probably asked. Let me explain the whole when Black Ops got released thing.
Whoa.
This right here, this lady. What happened was I got pretty plastered, drunk, safely, and we went. Not we, but a buddy of mine and I. We went to go pick up Black Ops, and I thought it'd be funny if I went and picked up Black Ops when I was hammered, and I thought it would be really, really funny if I acted as if people should know who I am, which is totally not what I'm like in real life. And so I put up the video the next day, and there's a lot of positive support. A lot of people said that I sounded like an ass, and then
That's positive?
Well, no. I'm saying there's people that liked it. Some people said I sound like an ass. But this lady right here, my mother, who I love dearly. I love you, Mom. She called me at like 11 o'clock at night, which is
I
like...
texted him at a noisy work and said, take that down.
Yeah. And so when Mom calls at 11 p.m., and you normally get to bed super early.
I'm not normally when
We're on completely different time schedules. I'm like a night owl, and so was my
Your
dad.
dad.
My
Your
dad
dad
was the
was too.
same way. So out of respect for her, I took that down. So
Yeah, that was not a good thing.
what do you think of me being on YouTube?
I think it is an amazing sign of the times. And I'm very, very proud of you for what you've done and the way you do it. And it really hasn't gone to his head. He's just still the nicest guy. Just that Black Ops night when, what was your line? I only stab people when
I only knife people when I stab them. And I didn't like say that planning like that's going to be a catchphrase, but that really caught on.
Oh.
People really like that.
Well, you were drunk.
Yeah.
Anyway,
She does the t-shirts, guys. So obviously,
I get a full half hour about that, don't I? No.
no,
Isn't that why we're here?
no, that's not why we're here.
Okay, guys, the reason I'm here,
It's Mother's Day. I love her. That's the reason.
no, the reason I am involved with the t-shirts is that early on, someone contacted Brian and said, hey man, I want to make t-shirts for you. And so Brian came to me, he's all excited, you know, he's real flattered that this guy says, I want to make t-shirts. And I looked at him and I said, Brian, what do you think I did for 25 years? I owned a promotional products business for 25 years and made t-shirts and everything else. And so I said, you know, if anybody's going to make t-shirts for you, I'm going to make t-shirts for you.
Yeah.
And it became, you guys are probably aware that Brian has become so popular that he can't possibly answer all the questions.
Yeah.
I mean, his inbox is just incredible. And I realized that there were a lot of people that had questions about the t-shirts, and so I formed this funky little channel. But the main purpose of it is called Blades One Mom, and I did it quite a while ago. The main purpose of it is to allow people to communicate if they have questions or ideas about new t-shirts. And Meg's boyfriend Matt, who some of you have seen not seen, but heard in commentaries, set up the website to sell the t-shirts, and we actually sell them around the world, and we've figured out a way to ship them very reasonably. And it's
So basically, if you guys anything about t-shirts, she's the one to talk to, and I let her run that because I'm more interested in making videos than like selling t-shirts. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say with that. Like,
yeah.
I'm more worried about making sure that the content is somewhat interesting on here. So let me see here. What kind of kid? Funny stories. Okay. So and last thing, this is probably a pretty long video. Let's clarify the whole funeral home conversation. So there was a video. I think it was like I'll link that. Is a Crisis 2 video. And I talked about the conversation because like some of the best conversations happen when I'm sleep deprived, like if I work long nights and then I get up in the morning. I don't know what the whole situation was, but we were both in the car and we were talking about something, and she started talking about how she wanted to work at a funeral home, that she wanted to become a dentist so that she could scavenge gold out of people's teeth from the cadavers. So
Cadivers? That's
Cadivers.
good. They were going to be divers after a while.
yeah, and then to just throw people in the river when they get killed, because I mean if you have a body, instead of like going through the whole process of properly burying people, you want to just toss them in the river, which I thought was cute. So let's explain that. Oh, you have the forum to explain.
Okay. Actually, I had seen an ad. I've been needing to get a real job beyond the t-shirts for a while, and I've seen an ad in the paper, and it said, "You sell what?" And it's difficult. Obviously, the whole country is in a recession, and getting a job, if you're over 40, you're over the hill. and computers screen you out anyway. So I had an opportunity that I was considering talking to these people because it was a real person that I would be talking with. And so I just mentioned it to Brian, and that's kind of where the conversation started, and it just got crazy. I mean, it really was, that's what we do sometimes. We just get off on a tangent.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was totally, I was totally kidding.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You don't.
Oh,
Just because we're in front of all these people, you can't be like, no, psych.
Baloney, anyway. Actually, the part about the river was that we live in an area where there's wonderful waterfront, and I love boating, and it was just my excuse. I said, hey, since I don't have a cemetery, I can buy a house on the water and buy a nice boat and deduct it on my taxes, and you, Brian, can help me. We'll just dump the people in the water. And it was all in
Somehow
jest.
I became an accomplice in this, because that's what that is. There's nothing legal about that.
Okay, anyway. Bottom line is, I actually had 2 job interviews and was hired on offered the job on the first interview at 2 different places, and one of the places is where Brian's dad is buried, and it is a beautiful park in Bellevue where we live, a beautiful view property and very exclusive. And my line is that I sell perpetual real estate, but it really is. It is a very, very exclusive place and beautiful place. And I am in sales, selling pre-planned arrangements for people, and also allowing people to buy the real estate.
Let's wrap it up.
That got boring. Okay.
I'm sorry, but
Okay. All right,
the attention span of us
okay.
people on YouTube is very long.
Okay, so.
What are you doing to my Pac-Man? Let's go ahead and just put this down. I love this little guy, but for some reason she was like hostile, like interrogating him. She wanted some information out of Pac-Man that I don't think he has. So is there anything that you would like to tell the viewers? Anything you want to say before I hit stop?
I want to say I want some ideas from you guys on more products than the t-shirts we have, or ideas for shirts. It's difficult because it can't be too bloody and violent, because most of you are young, and parents and schools and everybody else censor you. So and it can't be too big that I can't ship. The shipping is going to cost more than the item. But anyway, I'd love ideas.
And that's all you care about? It's just shirts.
No, I don't. That's the point. I want more than shirts.
Oh.
But I need to know what these guys would like.
That was a nice way to handle that. No, I care about much more than just shirts. Other things.
More stuff I can sell.
More stuff I can sell.
Anyway, this guy is the greatest guy in the world. He is genuine and a real sweetheart.
I love her. That's Mother's Day with Mama Blade. So, peace.
Bye.
What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE, and this is a little something different. I got a friend of mine. Go ahead and introduce yourself there, buddy.
What's up, Blade? It's Fwiz, Respawn Community Manager, focusing on Directors Program and the YouTube side of stuff. And people are freaking out because I've been doing a lot of dual comms with our directors lately. It's part of my initiative to get more involved with our program. So hopefully your subscribers don't mind me doing this, because geez, man, I know I got a little backlash when they're like, come on, man, how many dualies is this guy gonna do?
No, but then I asked you though, remember?
Yeah, totally. And I'm like, motherfuckers, this is not mandatory. I'm just trying to get involved, and if you want to do a duel, here I am. And yeah, so
we call it Akimbo Commentaries.
Okay, I like that. That. I see what you did there.
But basically, the reason why I want to do the Akimbo Con with him is because I love you, no homo, for having a part of making this competitive playlist.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Certainly something we worked for a couple of years. I'd say, Hasher and I were really a driving force behind it. We started in a Call of Duty 4th Hour initiative to reach out to developers in Infinity Ward. They made a lot of empty promises, not only to just our competitive community, but I think to a lot of other communities as well that they did not fulfill on. And Treyarch, they came to an MLG event and we got to sit down with David Vonderhaar and they made it happen. So I appreciate it because I'm forever grateful that, Call of Duty finally made good on its word. And I thought it was something people would enjoy. Granted, competitive is like 1% of the community.
Well,
but
here's the thing. I'm not a competitive player. Like I've never like gone to any kind of tournaments or anything like that. So what I get out of it is a much different thing. The thing I love is that it's an equalizer. It's like I think this is a skill equalizer, which like Call of Duty's been lacking something that will kind of try to equalize the skill between the players. I mean, obviously the connection is always going to be a situation, but we can deal with that. And people that so-called strategically camp or whatever, like that's part of Call of Duty. That's part of every first-person shooter. So besides the lag and besides camping, which is in every first-person shooter.
Yeah.
All the BS is taken out when you do this competitive stuff, and I love it.
Yeah, I think that's what people need to realize. The counter argument to that is that it's watered down. Why can't you play with it? And it's not the capability. I mean, I can play. All the other competitive players certainly can do well and perform well in public matches. But the watered down, and I think you said it best, takes out a lot of the nonsense in the game. I think the element of having kill streaks and different stuff like that is fun, and it should be in here. It's awesome for the public matches, but you need to have a playlist that gets down to the point where it's just natural gun skill, it's natural strategy, and this is the first playlist, and guns aren't,
I just got grizzed on.
Yeah, you did, dude. You certainly got the dude right. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's well balanced out in this playlist, and I'm looking forward to future Call of Duties of working on more balance, whether it's kill streaks, whether it's perks, weapons, because there's not enough balance.
I think all that stuff is that's part of Call of Duty. Like I'm not putting down anybody that wants to go into a public match and shit on bad players. Like that's part of what makes Call of Duty fun, but at the same time, that gets old real quickly. That is not something that you can do day in, day out. I think a lot of people lost interest in Call of Duty because like that guy just ran in front of me. Did you see that?
Yeah, you failed on that tomahawk though, bro.
I know. I got a question. Why no Warlord?
Why no Warlord? Because of how many grenades you get and stuns.
Oh, okay.
That becomes too much of a nonsense.
He got me again.
Yeah, he did, dude. Jeez, man.
Dude, I always have one person in a match that just has my number. But also, if you guys are like, when you guys see this final score or whatever, in competitive, it's 4v4. And obviously no kill streaks and stuff like that. So like if you were to get 10 kills in a search game, then it'd be the equivalent of getting 15 kills in a regular search game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If not more. I mean, because also the talent that you're playing against in competitive too is, it's a much higher level for the most part, just because that's where players are they're trying to kind of fine-tune their skill set and perfect it. Yeah. Oh, look at that. 500 fucking thumbs up coming for Seed Anners is online. I can promise you that.
That's why I picked this game.
Yeah. Oh, well executed, good sir. Well executed.
Yeah, but there was actually a way better game where I went 20-0, but no one signed on, so I decided.
Yeah, Seed Anners didn't pop on Xbox Live, so that video is pretty much trash. You can just delete that as hard drive space wasted.
Yeah, but like a lot of times, like I do this, and it's a bad habit. But every time I get killed in Call of Duty, I watch the kill cam, and I try to do like this psychoanalysis of why I got killed, and like really look into it. And you don't really have to do that in this game because most of the time you know why you got killed, and it's sit down. I got him.
Yeah. It was
but you know what I mean? So like a lot of times you'll watch kill cam and be like, oh, dude had second chance or dude had this or whatever. But if you're not like into the competitive scene, this playlist is extremely fun just for the skill equalizing out of it. I'm having a blast. It actually brought me back into Call of Duty Black Ops.
Same here, man. I was getting fed up with public matches on Call of Duty, dude. I couldn't take it anymore because of the bullshit that was going down. I think a lot of us are burned out on Call of Duty, the titles as it is, because we've been playing them for a while. The avid Call of Duty fans, and this was what I know I personally need. And I think if more people give it a shot and jump into the competitive playlist instead of dogging on it or jumping to conclusions, they would enjoy it. Now, granted,
a lot of people were complaining that with the competitive playlist that they're like, well, they should have fixed the game, and it's just like it's not that simple, and it's something that like the Halo has, and just because they give us this doesn't mean that they're like it's not like they had the entire Treyarch team working on this and they completely forgoed the other stuff that people are complaining about. I'll put some extra footage in, so we'll continue this rompage.
Nice. Yeah, no, I the other thing I hear people too is the FAMAS and stuff, and I don't think that what that is everyone realizes that is the best gun to use. So in the competitive playlist, when it's all about, like you said, equalizers, I don't even like using the FAMAS, but when I'm in that competitive playlist, I have to use it because it is the best gun to use. Other people are going to be using it, so that in turn falls on an issue with Treyarch that they'll have to figure out weapon balancing for the next game. Because you can only tweak guns so much, they're gonna have to really just kind of remap.
Well, I mean, in COD 4, it wasn't unheard. Like when you play, if you're in a competitive, not a competitive place, but if a competitive search and destroy lobby, people are using the M16 and MP5. It's just how it works. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Obviously World at War is the MP40, and that was it. And so there's certain guns that are the best guns. So when you take competitive people, they're going to use the best guns, because if they don't, they're not going to lose. They're not going to try to do something like I'm doing, where I'm just running around knifing only. But if everyone's using the best setup, then the better player should win. That's the
right, and that's the $1 million point. That's why you do see a lot of the same setups. And what we can hope from that is that they take notice of, hey, this is the most fine-tuned class that you can have as far as balance goes. And then they work to incorporate other guns, because most of the Call of Duties, you're still seeing this kind of common issue. Like Call of Duty 4, you had the MP5, the M16, and the AK-47, and that was it. I mean, surely you had the sniper rifles that came in and stuff, but for the most part, those were your class sets. And there needs to be more of a balance. Now, that's a hard thing to do. I mean, it really is hard to balance weapons.
I personally don't have an issue with if you have a whole bunch of really good players and they figure out what the best setup is to do well. Like, I remember Treyarch said something that they didn't want it to be where they wanted to add variety in all the stuff, but it's just like, if you have the best setup and everyone kind of uses that. Like, I know if I go against a bunch of people, like in competitive plays, it's FAMAS, lightweight, sleight of hand, ninja. I know if I go against a full good player squad doing that, I'm not going to necessarily do well with my knifing, but I still try.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's your thing, and that's what makes you obviously a beast, because it takes balls, dude. I don't even know how you do it, because now you're really fucking good at doing that. And I would have gone nuts. First of all, I can't even knife quick enough when I'm using my damn gun playing. I lose that battle up close every single time because I'm just not reactive enough. And you go up in search and destroy games and stomp kids out with knives and tomahawks. That will forever blow my mind.
Dude, I look at it like this, like, if it's something that you gotta think that since that's all I do and I stick with it, like a lot of people, like they'll see me in a lobby, they'll try to do knife only, whatever, but then they'll be like, screw this, I'm done with it. They'll just put it down. But like, I've been doing it. I probably have like a good 30 or 35 prestiges in knife only throughout all the Call of Duties. So it's just like, I'm like more accustomed to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you got it down, man. No doubt about it. No doubt.
Guys, obviously, Fwiz's channel is going to be there. You guys should see him all over Respawn anyway. So
yeah, I don't get to post a lot to my channel, but I'm going to try to do more stuff with it. But a lot of my content that I end up delivering goes on to Respawn or Optic Nation. But I'm going to get that baby moving with some commentaries and bringing the noise.
All right, sounds good. All right, guys, peace.
What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE, and I am not dead. And actually, in this game I'm going to present to you, I'm flawless. A lot of people, like a lot of times when I run into people online or whatever, they're like, Blade, man, I love you, bro. Why aren't you making videos? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I make videos all the time. I'm doing a San Andreas playthrough, and I'm still stabbing people when I knife them when I play Call of Duty. And this gameplay is some search and destroy, flawless, on the zoo, with a ace. If you guys are wondering what an ace is or how the term ace originated or whatever, basically, in Call of Duty terms, when referring to a search and destroy game, an ace is when you kill every member of the team. Now, a clutch, like let's say a 4-person clutch, would be you're the last person standing and you're the only person left in your team, and that guy should have so got raped. He did, but basically, a clutch is like a 1v4 clutch is you're the last person on the team, and then there's 4 people left, and you end up killing them all. So you're clutching it for your team. Reggie Miller from 3.
Sit down, sir. Let's watch that shotgun replay. He was dealing with me ballistic knifing and tomahawking and giving him cold stares, and he said, "Take a seat, right in the nostrils. Smell my gun." So in ace clutch, really a clutch could be 1v1, but an ace clutch would be the best situation. Really, the most epic stuff to me in a search and destroy game is when you are defending, and it's a 1v6 clutch. And then you have to defuse. That is the most epic thing you could do. Done it. I have a couple 1v6 clutches. I don't know. It's just always epics, and I enjoy search and destroy. And the zoo is a new map on the map pack that the people that play on PS3, we don't get these yet. And even if we did get them, we wouldn't be able to download them because PS3 is still down, which kind of it's like get your act together, PlayStation. It really sucks when pretty much half of the console community isn't able to make noobs sit down. And it's kind of a sad day. But, it'll be up eventually. There's friendly fire in competitive play. This is competitive, obviously 4v4. And so when you look at the score, this would be the equivalent of getting 10.5 kills. And, or 9.5 kills. I don't know, whatever. Math is for lame people. Actually, no, I love math. In school, I actually like math the most. But obviously, I'm doing knife only. Typically, I'd use Warlord as a second perk and sit down and get tomahawked. Ooh, nice two-piece. Take out half the team. I like that. Typically, Warlord's something I use for the double tomahawks, but there is no Warlord in competitive. And if you guys haven't played competitive yet, the competitive playlist, it's 4v4. No kill streaks, no equipment, and certain perks are taken out like Flak Jacket and Last Stand. So it kind of takes out all the BS in the game, and it makes it more fun. And typically the people you play against are of the better quality. Now, this last and final round, this is what I promised. This is the ace. So since there are only 4 people to play, I actually end up killing all 4 people in the search round, and the first 3 people I kill is in a nice little 3-piece kind of fashion. I bless them. So let's take a gander at this magical round. So kind of run up the middle here, and I like this route right here, especially if you got lightweight marathon. Shipwaken, and sit down with the tomahawk. I wanted to ballistic knife him because that would have been sexy to get the knife, the tomahawk, and the ballistic knife all in one quick little succession. And as I've played this game more, and as I've come back into playing this game, especially with competitive playlist, I've learned to utilize my ballistic knife and my tomahawk and my instincts. Quick reload. I used to always use Warlord, but I decided to put on sleight of hand because that's the only thing that would help. Steady aim doesn't help with the ballistic knife. That's what I was told. So there's one last dude, and he's kind of hiding. He's not really hiding. He's not trying to get killed. So even though I took out his 3 teammates in the opening round, oh, hey, buddy. Oh, and he wants to have a knife off. Well, no scavenger, no warlord means I have limited ballistic knives.
Got him.
Good times were had by all. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm ONLYUSEmeBLADE, and my channel link is in the description. If you thought that I was dead just because I don't post a respawn, I'm a premier director, damn it. Enjoy your day. Peace. What's up, guys? So I'm gonna be kind of getting back to my roots, i.e., posting up Call of Duty knife only knife people when I stab them, and some search and destroy, and some Black Ops, and some PS2, because PS2 is back online for anybody that didn't know. So I played a little bit tonight before I had to go to work, and I got a couple pretty cool little search and destroy clips, and so I decided I'd kind of share that with you. As far as the San Andreas Let's Play, I'm still going to be doing that. I'm going to take a little break from playing that just to get back into Call of Duty mode. But don't worry, the San Andreas Let's Plays will still be going up. And so I figured you guys might like these 3 rounds of search. Enjoy. 1 second. Oh, and then I'm going to turn the audio on here in a second just so that you can hear the snipper make an ass of himself. Oh! Are you over there, buddy? I love snippers. I do love snippers. I hate the one-hit kills, but I like that they give away the position. Where are you, buddy? Sit down! And you have to hear this.
Complete the mission. You're the only one left, comrade.
Okay. Super fast motor! Enjoy the clips, guys.
Bomb is armed. Spy plane standing by. Friendly spy plane inbound. Counter spy plane standing by. Bomb deactivated. Молодцы, team. Search and destroy. Defend the objectives. Spy plane standing by. Good job, team. Get ready for the next round. Search and destroy. Defend the objectives.
Muerto confirmado.
Ready for deployment. Good job. Get ready for the next round. Search and destroy. Defend the objectives. Hostile RCXD spotted.
Tango down.
Spy plane standing by.
Kill confirmed.
Ready to jam enemy radar. Good job, team. Get ready for the next round.
Guy went on a knifing streak.
How observant of you! Could it be that my name is ONLYUSEmeBLADE? Yes, I did go on a knifing streak. How nice of you to say so. I was aware. What's up, guys? Got a quick game of search and destroy. There's only going to be one super fast mode, which is always a good indicator of skill. And also, people stop worrying about your stats. No one cares. The only people that care are you, and no one likes you if you care about your stats. So if you're walking around and you have a high KD, but girls kind of vomit in their mouth when they see you, then that should be an indicator of where your priorities are at. So basically, I have an ulterior motive for this video. Ho ho. My diabolical plan. What's going on is I should have tomahawked him in retrospect. And this guy coming up here, he thinks he's playing sticks and stones because he saw me. So he tried to crossbow me, I ballistic knife him, everything was swell. And can I get a showboygan? There we go. Man, I get so caught up in the gameplay. Pretty much I have like 4 ideas of upcoming videos. The variety is the spice of life, and none of them involve me running around and knifing people. what? But basically, here's my four ideas of potential videos. And I would like the feedback as far as what do you guys think I should post next. Still got some San Andreas I can post up, but I don't want you guys to ever get really burnt out on that. And then the next 3 involve seeing my pretty little grill. And what that means is I've owned the PX5s, the Turtle Beach PX5s, for over a month now, and I wanted to do like a post honeymoon, housekeeping, cleaning house, okay, and I forgot to flush, so that's why you got shitted on. Housekeeping, do not disturb. So the PX5 month after review, I could do that. Some more San Andreas, I can do that. My setup is pretty much complete with everything. So basically, an updated setup video if you guys want to see that. And the last one, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the crowd favorite. So I recently purchased a PS Move, which is like the Kinect or the Wii or whatever. And, the 2 wands and this boxing game. And I've been doing the boxing stuff. Maybe that's why my energy's up right now, man. I'm trying to lose some weight. I'm not trying to be so fluffy. So I've been doing the boxing game, and that's a workout, man. So all I was thinking of doing would be like, half and half. One side of the video is me physically sit down, doing the boxing thing. And then the other half of the video would be the actual gameplay on the screen. I don't know. Dude, I'm like, after about 4 or 5 fights, it really gets your heart rate going. And I want to be in shape for the summer. Oh, I took a seat. You know what? Wait for it. Super fast motor! Wouldn't be an ONLYUSEmeBLADE video without super fast mode. So, guys, I never want to deviate from the basic foundation, which is I only stab people when I only knife people when I stab them, Oh, I can't believe I fucked that up. So this is just a quick game. I would like your feedback. If you aren't the type of person that likes videos, or if you aren't the person that likes to comment on videos, no sweat. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm ONLYUSEmeBLADE. I got so cock blocked right there. I could have had that one. Hope you guys are having a fantastical day. It's sunny out. I'm actually gonna go out. I don't have my car though. I'm getting some work done on it, so I'm gonna go walk somewhere. If you see me on the street, say what's up. Peace. Alright, so every time before I upload a video, I like to go back and listen to it, and that commentary was pretty amazing, I do have to say, but I felt dissatisfied. I put myself in the viewer's point of view, because I do view videos, and I was just like, you know what? That was awesome, but it was a lot of wham bam, thank you ma'am, and it wasn't that slow, passionate, awesome stuff. So I super fast mode that part because during this gameplay, my phone rang and I picked it up, and so I had to camp for a second, and I super fast mode that part. So I missed the super fast mode, but yeah, I was pleased with it. I thought it was great. I thought it was fantastic. Hope you guys did too, but it just was too short. That's what she said. So I wanted to extend it, and I decided to use this gameplay because this is I think it's like I'm 7-0, but it's like kind of boring. So like super fast mode. So I just kind of wanted to to tag it on because I'm still in a good commentating mood. I don't know. And also this is a good example of, even though this is a flawless gameplay, and even though it's knife only and I'm awesome, it was still boring. Like when I watched it, I was like, I had to super fast mode a lot of stuff and just wasn't feeling it. And I want you guys to know that I always want to make sure that I'm not putting out crap. That's why I'm hesitant with the San Andreas stuff, because like when I do a live commentary, it might be crap or whatever. But, and also I just want to make sure that videos are good. Speaking of good videos, man, one of my favorite things to do, or I haven't really done it lately, and it's not something you can like plan, it just has to happen, is when you get into a free-for-all and you get into it late, right? I.e. down by a lot of kills, and you still win. I think that's epic. And D-Treats over on Optic Nation, he did a video, and he came into a free-for-all game on Modern Warfare 2, and they were already at like 20 kills, And he won the game quick scoping, and he also used Pavlo. But why was that dude sitting down? Competitive people don't like Last Stand; they don't have to deal with it, and non-competitive people find it annoying. I find that really annoying, but whatever. I want to put a link to that video where D Treats wins a free-for-all match with just a sniper rifle coming in like 20 kills down. I don't know; it's pretty epic. Like I like videos like that where you go into a free-for-all and you're losing, and then you're losing because you came into it late. Late arrival free-for-alls wins are always epic, just like clutches are epic. And so I figured I'd let you guys kind of check that out. Sit down, of course. And super fast mode. Who's listening to this in headphones? I was talking to Blunt Smoking Anus Destroyer, and he called me a noob for possibly thinking that the world is going to end tomorrow, and it's not, guys. So I'm really good at predicting the future. I said Ghost is going to be overpowered, and all that kind of stuff. And man, the complaint about Ghost thing, man, we've all heard it. So, and also people complain about the second chance. I love that I don't have to do a second chance. One of the reasons why I like Knife and Only. But the world's not going to end tomorrow. Blunt Smoking Anus Destroyer told me, and I guess we could add that to the list. PX5 reviews, San Andreas, PS Move boxing in real life, setup video, and Blunt Smoking Anus Destroyer. What shall it be? But, you know, I actually, as a joke, I liked or gave a thumbs up to a blank screen last night, and now there's a lot of people kind of going, Blade, why did you like this? It's just like, why are you following me, bro? Why are you looking at every single thing I look at? A little stalkerish. So if you went and watched the black screen, thank you for your undying support, but watch my videos, not black screen videos. Good morning, Call of Duty. What's up, guys? This is a literally super fast mode version of a free-for-all. I go into theater mode. I hold down that right trigger, the only time I get to actually use the right trigger, and I go brrr, super fast mode through an entire free-for-all match. Not the best KD. I'm not even going to show the final score because I don't care. Pretty much, I stop caring about scores and just what entertains you. And you may say, because it sucks, because I do suck. Sorry. A couple things, and also this might inspire you to be awesome. I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. Pretty much, let's see, a couple things I wanted to link you to. So I guess this is like a super fast mode version of a video to get you on your Wednesday, to get you all pumped up. Something a little bit different, because normally I do like the Sunday Chill commentaries through Grand Theft Auto Let's Plays or whatever. And just the pace of the video makes me want to talk quicker. So I'm not doing one of those auctions. So what the fuck did I want to link? What's the purpose of this video? Oh yeah, Jericho. Can I just say something about Jericho? Jericho was one of the first Call of Duty videos I ever saw, and it was him freaking out about Grizz. I found out who Grizz was. He made up in the sub box. It said that he did analysis for the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 trailer, which I actually missed because I was watching ESPN 3D and they played different commercials, which was lame. But he did one. I thought, fuck Jericho, this doesn't seem like something Jericho would do, but he did it awesome. He basically like shoutcasted it, and it was pretty epic. And I'll link you to that. I did a phone interview with a newspaper reporter, and they wanted to interview me, so go figure. Sit down. And I thought that was pretty interesting, and so I'm going to link you to that. And I think that's all I'm going to link you to. That's all. Only two links I really want to send you to was the video that Jericho did, because I thought it was amazing. Guys, if you ask for a shout, I'm not going to shout you out. Just period. Like all the dual comms and all the shouts I've ever done, it's just because I honestly thought that was a good product, and I wanted people to dig it. So yeah, you know, the whole subscriber Blade trust thing. So pretty much, if you want to read an article about me that was done, I think it was done very, very well, there's going to be a link to that, and there's going to be a link to Jericho's amazing shoutcasting video, so you can definitely check that out. That is a super fast mode version. I hope your Wednesday is amazing, and I'm out. I'm such a silly bastard. Goddamn. Before we get, hey, quiet on the set. By the way, when you watch Sunday Chill commentaries, I never ask for likes or anything like that, but turn your cell phones off. I've learned that I've actually turned my cell phones off when I do a commentary, and you really should, because I'd be. No, I don't care. I don't care what you do. It's funny, but like, you know, light a candle, turn the lights down low, do what you do. But hope you guys enjoy this heartfelt Sunday Chill commentary. And one thing I completely forgot is, after you're done enjoying yourself, clean up. And you can go over to Chris Trout did a dual commentary with yours truly, and I think it turned out really good because we just chatted, like, you know what I mean. It was just two people just chatting it up, and I think it was good because it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go to Chris's channel and I'm gonna get a lot of exposure, and Trout didn't come at me. Like, I came to him about it. I thought it'd be cool, you know, and so. You get the basic idea that the dual comm that I'm sending you, well, I'm not sending you, but like I'm letting you know that it's available, is there, and it's just a good dual comm, good conversation between two people, and we're not doing it. And I think that the reasons for doing it was because we thought it would be an entertaining, fun, happy time. So hope you guys enjoy that. Now, Sunday Chill commentary. Why, hello there. ONLYUSEmeBLADE, Sunday Chill commentary. I know that you didn't get one last week, and the week before that it was Mother's Day, and I had the dual comm with Mama Blade. So this game right here, some Call of Duty Black Ops. This is actually kind of old. If you guys hadn't noticed, I basically been kind of burnt out on Call of Duty, whatever. Anyways, that's not what this is about. This is a time to relax, and I want to talk about people that are in love. Okay, the first week of someone being in love, and how fucking annoying it is. Let's say you're a single person, okay, and you're happy. Let's say your friend or whatever person's in love, and that first week of them realizing that they're in love with another person, and the other person is in love back with them, and it's so fucking annoying. It honestly is. Like, it's like, I can kind of give you some examples of annoying shit, like the constantly bubbly attitude, like walking around. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I was thinking about doing a whole commentary about that, about being a single person and seeing someone else in love, and kind of like not hating on it, but it is hating on it. It's a form of hating on it. It's so annoying. Basically the way that people act, like that guy. You can't. That was he saw me and shot me. It's not that big of a deal. Super fast motor. THX. I was gonna do the whole commentary like that, where I was just talking about people that are in love, but and then I was gonna flip it at the end and say it's me. But basically, I haven't played shit for video games in the last week, and look at this interruption. So that interrupted Sunday Chill, but look how far back I like slammed back into time. I hopped in the DeLorean and came back. Basically, I'm googly-eyed, sprung, in love with a female, not gay. Not saying if you're gay it's bad. Just it's not my, you know. I don't like the penis. I like the vitamin V, the vagina. You know. But no, I met someone and she's amazing, and like, honestly, the reason why it's kind of affected my sleep schedule is because we can lay there and we can talk forever, you know. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because, honestly, this is the only thing that's on my mind. Like, you guys know that I'm a bouncer or whatever. Like, honestly, like, when I went into work on Saturday, when I went to work last night, it was a little bit of an issue. Then I wanted to bring this up. So you saw what just happened, right? Through the tomahawk miss, but through the ballistic knife, and then when you see the kill cam, you go, "Wow, what a camping douche!" But you realize that I wasn't camping, so I don't know. Just food for thought. Just a little bit of Call of Duty for you. But back on the topic at hand, time stops with her. It really does, and like I'm not just thinking about fucking with her, you know what I mean? Like it's more than that. And it's like honestly, I don't want the time to end that I spend with her. And I know it sounds sappy, and I know that if I was a single person and I was listening to this, it would be a thing of being like, dude, shut the fuck up, no one cares. And I get it. And I really wanted to talk about something else. I really would have preferred to talk about something else, because like, even though I do a lot of videos and I talk and relax and do whatever, this is the only thing that's going through my mind this week is her. And the crazy thing about it, she's absolutely like physically and like the facial looks and everything of her, she's amazing. And like I feel like that she's like out of my league, you know? I really honestly do feel like that she's out of my league. Like let's be realistic or whatever. I think I'm a good looking dude, but like she's like way finer, whatever. But like I don't even care about that. Like I feel like there's like, I know this is gonna sound super duper cheesy corny, but I feel like there's like this like soul connection. I know it sounds so cheesy, and it's like some notebook type shit, but it is what it is, man. And like I wanted to get you guys Sunday chill commentary, super fast, whatever, and I really wanted to discuss something else. Like on this game is old, and I was gonna talk about how playing for YouTube games is weird, because sometimes you screw it up because you play this and it's like no one cares. Like honestly, there's so much Call of Duty stuff. And also another thing is that I feel really bad. Here's the thing, like I've always stressed the quality over quantity thing. And the reason why, like sometimes I'm just like kind of iffy on uploading these San Andreas things, because it's like I think they're good, but they're not like great. And I really, ballistic knife, I really want to make sure that what I'm uploading is good, and I always stress that. But like I broke my own rule. Basically, I had felt like I hadn't posted. I wanted to chat with you guys, and I put up pretty much a shit video, okay? And part of the reason for that was because like I thought of these videos, I thought of you guys, right? I thought of you guys as a group, or you, the person that's watching this right now. I thought, man, I just need to get something to them real quick. Bam, here you go. And I put together a lackluster video, and what that video was the super fast mode commentary. I thought it'd be a cool idea. I had a free for all that I got a lot of deaths in, and so I figured if I super fast mode, maybe you guys wouldn't notice or whatever. And it was just how I was feeling at the time. I like this little standoff. This is people spectating. But you know what I mean, though? Like I feel like I cheated you guys, you know? And it was really, really shitty. But I'm going to be completely honest. The reason why I cheated you is because, like, I wanted to dedicate... Oh, he took a seat. I wanted to dedicate more time to her, you know what I mean? And you know, it is what it is. And all I can say is I'm sorry if you guys unsubbed. It doesn't matter, because you're not watching this, so that doesn't count. But you know what I mean, though? Like it's a weird time, man, and I know it's only been a week. And I actually asked her about it, because I was just like, is it okay if I talk about this in a commentary, like she knows about my video things or whatever? And she was like, yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love to watch it. So for you, my love, there you go. But yeah, and like when I was at work, I thought, man, I hope I don't have to actually do any balancing, because I'm walking around with a smile, like I can't frown. There's no sad moments. and it's an amazing feeling, and I don't want it to end, but I'm gonna do what I do. Hope you guys enjoyed Sunday Chill Commentary. Sorry if I got a little sappy on you. All right, guys, peace. Game kind of went to shit, but your boy's in love. Deal with it.